I think we can all agree having a creative outlet can be very expensive, which is why it's my job to share with you some of the best deals you should be on the lookout for this Amazon Prime Day, which is between July 12th and July 13th. Now, I'm gonna put all of the titles down in the video description so that way you can copy and paste them into Amazon. And if you really wanna help out my channel, you can click through the basic Amazon Prime Day link below and enter everything in and buy through that. It costs you nothing, but it really helps out my channel. But without further ado, let's get through this list so that way you can get shopping. The very first thing I want you to be on the lookout for is an apron. Aprons are great for protecting your clothing and skin, and heck, it actually makes you look like a real artist. All right, I want you to be on the lookout for Gesso. Gesso is great for priming and prepping your canvas. I recommend getting two types, white gesso and black gesso. Once you have both, you can make an awesome gray gesso by adding a little bit of black to the white. Great for wet on wet painters out there. If you need to know what type of gesso you need for the style of painting you do, hey, did a video right up here in the top right corner. Check it out. You should always be on the lookout for canvases and canvas pads. Canvases is obvious, you need something to paint on. Canvas is a great painting surface, so get some. Canvas pads I really recommend for practicing. If you really suck at doing trees, skies, mountains, bushes, anything, getting canvas pads are generally way cheaper, so get yourself a booklet of pads and get practicing. Now, I've never seen it on sale, but if the Gamblin 1980 series of oil paint becomes available, especially the kit version, I say jump on it. It's a great alternative to BRI paints, and it's fantastic for working on the wet on wet style. I didn't forget about you acrylic artists out there. One of my favorite mediums is golden retarder. This stuff works great for making your paints more flexible and flowy and staying wet for longer, so that way you can play around with them and make awesome gradients. Golden retarder is perhaps one of the best mediums I have ever found for acrylic artists out there. If you ever plan on working on bigger canvases, you may want to consider looking at Easels during Amazon Prime Day. Now, there are a ton of manufacturers of Easels, and they all basically work the same way, but there are some that are better than others, which is why I recommend taking a look at the star rating and reading some of the reviews before you pull the trigger. If you're looking for one that I recommend, but it probably won't be on sale, but hey, you never know, is the Soho Urban Easel. It's a great easel that I've used a number of times, and the one reason I really love it is if you're in a small space, it can actually fold flat in like a closet or under your bed. Perfect for small spaces. One thing that I'm hoping is really on sale, because I use it all the time, is be on the lookout for blue, that's right, blue shop towels. These are the best for any type of painter out there for wiping off your brush, cleaning up your canvas from contamination, to pretty much everything out there. If you can grab some blue shop towels, that is going to be one of the best wins on Amazon Prime Day. One of the best cleaning items that I use every single time that I'm in my studio is Simple Green. It's awesome. I use it all the time to clean up my mixing palette, or if I get paint in places I don't want. It eats through oil like it's nothing, and then just wipe it up, and you'd be surprised at how clean everything is in its wake. Sounds dramatic, but all right. Another item that I use all the time in my painting studio that's generally hanging below my easel is a towel. I use cheap towels all the time. Just find whatever cheap towels you can on Amazon during Amazon Prime Day, and they'll work fantastic. I use it to take off excess paint. I use it to take off excess thinner. I use it to clean up my brushes. For my acrylic paints, I use it to wet my brush, then take off some of the excess water that I don't need. I use cheap towels all the time, so get some. In fact, actually get yourself a pack of cheap towels. When I'm not painting, for all you awesome people out there on YouTube, the one thing I always have in my studio is music. Music is pivotal to me when I'm creating, which is why I recommend to you, get yourself an Echo Show or an Echo Dot, which are gonna be on huge discounts during Amazon Prime Day. You can listen to your music, which is gonna help elevate your mood, give you better energy, which you can transfer onto your canvas, and it's just gonna give you straight up good vibes and keep you inspired throughout the time that you're painting. Music is pivotal, trust me, get it. Another thing to be on the lookout for, if you have a TV in your room and you want to play some music, you can just get yourself an Amazon Fire Stick for fairly cheap. You can do the same thing, just play music through it. Another cool thing, and I haven't done it yet, but I'm pretty sure you can do with an Amazon Fire Stick, is I believe you can load photos through your Amazon Fire Stick onto your TV that you can use as a reference point. Put your reference photos up on your TV, put your easel next to it, and there you have a great reference image that you can paint along to, and it's nice, big, and bold in front of you. One of the best things you can get yourself on Amazon Prime Day is an Amazon Prime membership. If you're not a member already, having that membership is key because as items go on sale throughout the entire year, you have access to buying them at discounted rates for when they go on sale. You also get access to certain coupons and lightning deals, which can be a huge windfall for you. You get access to the free shipping if that item qualifies. And an awesome little sidekick is when you're not painting, you have all that fun content you can watch like TV shows and movies, or if you are painting, hey, you can listen to the free catalog of Amazon Music, and it's actually pretty darn good because that's what I use. All right, if you made it this far, time to get into that secret I've been holding from you. If you really want to take advantage of Amazon Prime Day, you need to make sure to check on both days, the 12th and the 13th. I was an e-commerce manager for a number of years and worked with Amazon for 5 years. We wouldn't always release all of our products on the first Prime Day. We would release half on the second day so we could generate more traffic to our stores and generate a second day of sales. And people do this all the time. So check both days. I also want you to check under the lightning deals, which are new deals posted every few hours, if not every hour on Amazon Prime Day. Check under the category that you're interested in. And if you're a Prime member, you can actually see what deals are going to be coming out in a couple hours ahead of schedule. So that way you can pounce on it first. And that is how you take advantage of Amazon Prime Day. If basically you're anybody, not just an artist. Those are two awesome things you can do. Now, like I said, I put descriptions to everything down below. If you plan on buying anything, and I hope you do get some awesome sweet deals, hey, I'd really appreciate if you click down on my link and you click through. Costs you nothing, but it really helps out my channel. And if you want to help me, because I plan on scoring some Amazon products myself, I want to get some new lighting, some new sound equipment, so I can introduce some new angles for everybody out there so I can, up the game on my content. Hey, you know what? You can hit that super thanks down below so that way I can keep bringing you awesome content. It's getting hot in here, and I'll check you all later. Have a good Amazon Prime Day. Peace.